Ow! Bow! Ciao! Wow! Yeah.
Hey, Ian. Ian. Hey, what do you think of today's drop? Huh? What do you think? Yeah? You're not very excited about it either? Nothing I can say? Nothing I can say? Nothing makes you excited? You're just confused? You're just like everyone else?
This is going to be a quick video on one topic and one topic only. There's actually a couple things I could talk about. Sam Bankman-Fried being charged, being one of them. Binance FUD going around now being one of them. Lots of things. But you know what? I really want to just focus on the loaded lines because a lot of my viewers are strictly from loaded lines community. And it's something that I just like to focus on a lot, and I'll make some other videos on other topics. But the Loaded Lions land drop early access happened today, and it was an absolute soup sandwich. It was a mess, and sadly, I think a lot of people weren't surprised by this because of Crypto.com's past with messing up almost every step of the way with the Loaded Lions. I think maybe the only successful thing they've actually pulled off that like really didn't get too much flack was the hoodies. And maybe like the Santa Claus drop from last year, or the Cyber Cub drop. That went pretty well too. But pretty much everything else, everything they've tried is just like seems like it's been handled by an incompetent 8-year-old. So real quick, a recap of some of the things that went wrong. There were many, but the major ones that went wrong. Basically, there was either no or an extremely high cap on the packs. There were 3 tiers. You can buy a 1, a 3, or a 5 pack. And if you buy, the more you buy in the pack, the better the discount. And so obviously, the Loaded Lions want the land. Pretty much everyone wanted to get a 5-pack, at least one 5-pack. Well, for some reason, the queue system was all messed up. People waiting to get in early for hours were beat to the punch by people who just joined. A lot of people weren't able to mint anything. Some people had to settle for a 3-pack or a 1-pack if they were trying for the 5, because the 5 sold out pretty much immediately. And then there were nothing but errors upon errors upon errors and returned funds, and it was just a mess. It was just a real mess. And the community is pretty much outraged. I mean, I feel like this is the last straw for a lot of people. And if you look at Twitter, it's just blowing up. The Twitter and the Discord are on fire. Messages scrolling as fast as you can read all day long about some people giving, like some of the large whales are giving up. They're, they have hundreds of thousands of dollars, literally, I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in this project, and they weren't able to mint at all. Some people were able to mint 70, which, there's a lot to be said about that. One being, I guess, never underestimate greed, but 2 being, how did Crypto.com not prepare for this? Which, just like I said, is the question a lot of people are asking, and some people have given up. Selling out, completely liquidating their entire portfolio, saying, this is kind of the last straw for them. And I can't say I blame them, because I've said it recently in a video. It's just they seem to be able to mess up the simplest things. This really could have just been every Loaded Lion holder gets one pack per Loaded Lion guaranteed at least. And that's obviously not how it happened. And I think, if if this wasn't just sheer incompetence, which is hard to imagine, I think it probably boiled down to greed on crypto.com, because I think they made the caps so high because they severely misjudged what the demand would be in a bear market, and they just wanted the project to sell out. Obviously, it looks like if a project is in high demand and it sells out very quickly, that looks good for the project, and they wanted that. And I don't think they expected the sellout to happen like it did, because people were buying way more than they bargained for. Otherwise, it would have just been easy to make a limit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So, anyways, on Twitter, they posted a survey about, do you want to restart the sale or keep it as is? And last time I checked, the majority of people wanted to burn everything and refund everything and start over. And I can't say I blame them. There's probably only 10 people who bought 100 packs that want to keep it as it is because they got everything. And then thousands of other people who did not get what they wanted that wants to restart the sale. And that makes sense to me. But I think this is a situation where there really is no good solution. There's only really, really crappy compromise, because you're going to upset a group of people either way. And, on one hand, you're going to lose the support of a large whale community, which obviously is intent on buying everything in bulk. Or you're going to lose the support of, maybe more importantly, the actual community, made up of people like maybe you and me. I hold a handful of lions, and I was not able to mint anything. So I voted to redo the sale. And I don't even know if that's the right vote. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like if you claw things back and start over, you're also gonna upset a lot of people who are just salty that this didn't go right. Anyway, I got a phone call in the middle of filming, so I don't know where I left off. I feel like I touched on most of the important topics of how today went. Stay tuned for more. I'll post updates as they happen. Like I said, I think the Crypto.com NFT team are trying to problem solve how to control this just mess. So let me know in the comments. What do you think Crypto.com should do? Should they restart the sale, or should they just let it lie? If they don't restart the sale, I guess you could always just try for the public sale. Not sure if we're going to get the same discount or if it will just be a public sale. Who knows? I mean, who knows what the price of these things are even going to be? Like, it's hard to say, because obviously there was so much demand that the secondary market might be pretty good for these things. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of that demand was destroyed because nobody wants to be involved in a project that is just never goes right. So, all right, subscribe to the channel. Support a loaded lion. I don't know how much longer I'll be one.